entrepreneurs to save time and money by making big business marketing technology affordable and accessible for small business. So today is Freestyle Friday. So this is the day of the week where I just come out and I talk about whatever I want to talk about. And so the topic for this today is, what are you capable of in the sense of things being possible versus impossible? And what had me think about this is a lot of times as an entrepreneur, you may, or maybe not, maybe you haven't, but a lot of people get to a point where they feel like, oh my gosh, maybe this is too big, or oh, this seems impossible in many areas in life, even athletes, maybe perhaps. And but then you turn out, if you just kind of stick to it, then you realize that it was possible, and in fact, it has happened. So, but the reality is that whether something is possible or impossible is really up to you. So if you say it's impossible, it's absolutely not possible. It's not. Now, I there's some things in society where I look at them and I go, who would have thought, right? One perfect example is there's a guy out on YouTube Shorts. I think his name is Orlando, and I'm a little bit embarrassed. Should I be embarrassed to say I actually watched this guy? But all he does, so I was looking yesterday, and he basically was shampooing his hair, right? I remember thinking to myself, and that's actually where this topic came from. I was thinking to myself, who would have thought that someone could actually make money by doing videos of them washing their hair? I mean, like seriously, a dude washing his hair, washing his face, and shaving is, making money, monetize, being able to be monetized on a YouTube Shorts. And a lot of times, a lot of entertainers, this guy I think is a model, have been able to successfully carve out for themselves attention where in the past it wouldn't have been, but they were able to leverage social media and get visibility and totally change the direction of their life, right? And so I think that you can do kind of a review. A lot of times people will say a gratitude list, but I'd like to encourage you today to do something that I mentally started doing yesterday after I saw that. And the thing that I want to encourage you to do is think about the impossible things in your life that have actually happened, or things that you thought were not going to happen or were highly unlikely that really produce themselves in your life. So one of the things that I think about right away is um, is having children, because I had my first son at age 40. I had my second son at age 43. And about 3 years or so, maybe, I just did a random TikTok about how it was possible for you to have children after age 40. And do you know that that TikTok, I just checked it today, is almost has 62,000 views. And what that told me is that there are women out there who believe it's not possible for them to have children because they're 40 or approaching 40 or in their 40s. But for me, it actually happened. And so the thing I want to point out is that, and I wish I could say, oh well, I just thought about it, I meditated on it, I kept my mind focused on having children, and ta-da, I had children. No, I didn't. I just didn't think about it in that way. I kept taking action in the direction, right? Well, of things that would produce children, right? So if you just continue taking action, whether it's your dream or something, some place that you want to go, or some activity that you want to accomplish, the difference between whether it's possible or impossible is really going to be based on your activity, the activity that you put toward that particular thing. Not even so much mindset in the sense that you're being very intentional and saying, I'm going to make it happen. No, just being uh, open to taking steps in the direction of the thing can be enough to bring it towards you. Because as soon as you desire something, okay, as soon as you desire something in a way that puts you in a place of greater emotion, then that thing is moving towards you. It wants you as much as you want it, in other words. And so just the activity of moving in that direction will be enough to keep you going to the point where the thing will happen, unless you decide it's impossible and you quit. So, my word of encouragement for you today on this lucky Friday the 13th, my encouragement for you today is don't doubt. Just keep moving in the direction of the thing that you want, and you will be surprised at what you're capable of. I never would have thought that that a can I say that word on a video, that a great outcome could come out of something that was a global emergency, a global situation, right? But if you just keep moving in the direction of what you're seeking to accomplish, it's coming to you the same way you're reaching toward it. You're coming to each other. So it's important, I think, for you just to decide and agree with yourself that it is possible, and then just do the next thing. What is the next step? What is the next thing I need to do to bring me closer to this goal that I want to achieve? What is the next activity I need to engage in? And if you just keep focusing on that next thing, because sometimes it's not possible to just focus on and say something is going to happen. I remember when I first brought my son home, my oldest, it was a great and beautiful day, but it was also a horrible day because he was crying, the air conditioner was broken. My husband at the time was sitting at the dining room table with his head in his hands, like, oh my God, what have I got myself into? Right. And um, but out of that moment, I was very much into personal development even then, and I was listening to Les Brown, and Les Brown had a tape where he talked about it's possible. He says sometimes you can't see yourself to the thing, but the one thing you can tell yourself, even if things don't look like they're working out, is it's possible. It's possible. And I swear there's so many times over the last several years that I have hung on to, okay, it's possible. I can't say it's gonna happen, but I can say it's possible. So there may be things where you can just be all guns and be like, it's gonna happen. But other times it's okay to just say, well, it's possible. So I'm just going to take the next action, right? So that's my word of encouragement to you on this Friday, this Freaky Friday. No, it's not Freaky Friday. This is Freestyle Friday. I hope that it's helpful to you. If it's helpful, then share the video. It helps me when you share my video. And I will talk to you next time on Jules Gems, actually Monday on Jules Gems. Bye for now.